Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. The Australian dollar weak sentiment has remained for the 8th consecutive time overnight, purely starting from yesterday's release of China's consumer price index, which came in lower at 1.4 versus 1.5 expected and last seen at 1.5. The slightly weaker price action has put a mild negative impact on the Australian dollar. However, the decline overnight did find a base at 78.50. Now, I did mention yesterday that the bids could be firming up from there, and from a low of 55 overnight, the market has rebounded back to now trading near the 79 handle. In light of the pattern, I do expect to see further gains towards the upside. However, beyond 79.0515, I do expect to see the market to re-establish short positions towards that 60 level, as I expect to see that region to foul and look back towards the downside, coming in now at 78.50, which could actually even break and look towards 77.55.70. The negative bias for euro strengthened overnight and increased during the European session as the greenback manages to recapture further momentum. Viewing the US dollar index, the market printed a high of 93.87, last trading at 93.53. This in turn has put the euro under initial downward pressure and briefly contested the uptrend at 116.80 after printing a low of 88. Still hugging towards that line, although we may see a modest bounce towards 117.75 to 118.20.25, which should give opportunity to reshort the market. I'm looking for a move eventually through 1680 and then down towards 114.80.90 as a renewed objective. Dollar yen surprisingly weaker, although the fall overnight did rebound off that base at 109.30.50 after printing a low of 55. Still playing the view of, or should I say the strategy of buying on dips towards that level of 109.30.50 is that should be noted that we are seeing bullish divergence. So as the price declines, the stochastic is rising and also is the RSI. This in turn suggests that we will see a move away from this lead base after the lows of yesterday and look towards 110.40. This could in turn bring a move up towards 111.15 and higher towards 111.60 before selling returns. Still buy dips if we see it emerge today. The pound still remains weak after posting a bearish outside range day, followed on by a bearish candle, breaking through the uptrend at 130.70, and now brings in a further decline to expose the 128.50 level and reassess from there if reached and challenged. Any advances on the day? I do expect to see resistance coming in around 130.45 and firm above at 130.80.10. Unexpectedly, the gold turns around rather sharply after the price action overnight was very volatile as the market takes on the highs from a break of 74 to 78. In light of the pattern and also with the risks out of the US as geopolitical risks heighten, Donald Trump did warn North Korea that they will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen if they continue to threaten the US states. And if that's the case, then we could actually see in the news article today that North Korea does attack tiny Pacific territory of Guam, then this could escalate to draw in the world's most powerful nations within 24 hours under a ready use clause of NATO's Article 5. Which states as a collective defense strategy that deems an attack against the member states an attack against all. So do keep an eye on the press release in case anything escalates further from there. But at this stage, if we do see a break of 82, then this would give further scope up towards 92 to 96. The base now seems to be appearing from 68. And to wrap up with oil, the market still consolidates in this sideways pattern within the bands of 48.40 to 50.40. But with the technical implications increasing to the downside, I do expect to see pressure returning on the base. Now beneath 48.40 would give a target of 46.70. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report that will be released. And I hope you have a wonderful day that's ahead.